Alright, so welcome to another video. I know I've not posted for a while, and this one here is quite long. It's gonna be quite long, it's gonna be like about 40 minutes. So I think it might be either the longest video, almost the longest video. I think it's gonna be the longest video. And I'm also aware that I'm recording this voiceover in kind of like one go. So I'm kind of aware that I'll have to be talking for the next 40 minutes, kind of non-stop, which is going to be exciting. I love talking, but not for 40 minutes. Although I am starting teacher training in September, so I guess that I'll have to get used to, talking for a long time. So if I'm not talking at like 100% the speed for the next for the duration of this video, I apologize. I'm just human, I'm human. I'm not a radio host. So yeah, let's let me say a few words about this development here that I'm creating in the well-known city of San Myshuno, our favorite city in the Sims 4 world, because it's basically our only city, really. I mean, um, am I missing something? I think that this is pretty much the only city we've got, because everything else is kind of like a village or like a, a pointlessly cloudy coastal area, which is Brindleton Bay. Um, yeah, I have a bit of an issue with Brindleton Bay actually because I love the sea. Or I'm actually by the sea now. I can literally hear the sea waves through my window, which is open because it's end of July and it is quite warm here. But I am in Scotland, so it's not like boiling. It was quite warm when we had the heat wave. I think it was last week, about a week ago, or maybe the weekend before last. Um, yeah, here on the screen you can see that someone followed me, which is quite unusual because no one ever follows me on the Sims 4 gallery. So thank you for following me. Bats, something to do with bats, I think. Um, yeah. Usually I'm the one following people, I'm a follower, clearly not a trendsetter much. But that's okay. Not everyone can be a trendsetter. Otherwise, the whole idea of having a trend would really kind of go out the window. The only thing I can hope for right now actually is to not have my recording stop for some reason, and I just caused myself some technical issues because the video stopped. So I don't know what happened, all right, but I'm still talking. I'm still talking. I think this it's still recording my voice, which is the only thing that really matters right now. But yeah, as you can see, I call it investment, and I'm doing the air quote marks right now with my fingers, in the what do you call it, industrial loft kit. So now, so I bought two kits basically the other day. I think it was maybe Sunday. It's Wednesday now, so it wasn't long ago. I got the industrial loft kit and the what do you call it? The decor to the max, I think. That's what you call it. Because when the decor to the max came out, I remember Ocean, right? Because Ocean, if you don't know, Ocean Sims is probably my favorite Sims creator. If you don't know Ocean's channel, go check it out. She posted a bunch of cool stuff recently, including the finale of her amazing series called Lovesick. Oh, and by the way, by looking at this now, I think that I should have left the original wallpaper in the bathroom upstairs because I quite like the white and the grey and the black. But so I like it as it is right now, as you can see. Maybe I would have changed the floor, but I would leave the rest of it as it is. But I did change it. I did change the wall to like the grey from I think from Get Famous, and then I changed the floor to concrete from base game. And basically, yeah, I couldn't decide. I changed this tab later, I think, to something more neutral. But as you can see, basically, I'm not the best person when it comes to interior design stuff. Like I like making houses in The Sims, but I think that my favorite way to build houses is like I build just kind of like the shell. Like I will do the interior as it is. Like I could like put in some basic furniture or something, but I kind of like to make it like, oh, this is a house that you just bought. There is no furniture, or there is like some furniture you have to you either can keep if you don't have the money, but you can like swap it for something more suiting your style. Um and yeah, basically I just like to build a shell, do the landscaping around, maybe make it basic, and just kind of not do the interior design because I always try. It takes so much time and I'm never happy with the way it looks. So for a while I just kind of, I did a few things. I did a few attempts. I made a few attempts at like, building a house and furnishing it, but I was never happy with the results. So after that, I just told myself, you know what, I'm just gonna do the shells, and I'm gonna be happy with it. So yeah, but this time, as you can see, I haven't actually said what I'm building. So this is the old salt house. I didn't change anything about a shell, and it's in San Myshuno. It's in, I think, the Spice District, but I might be wrong. Um, it's in the top left, all right? It's in the top left district of San Myshuno. And basically it is in like it comes with city living, obviously, because it's San Myshuno, but it comes as a residential lot, and it's basically like a house. But the thing with me and my gameplay is that I never play with huge houses because they're just so big. I can't navigate around. Like I'm always like, where is my sim? And then I like spend half the time like looking for my sims. I know that you can click on them and find them like that. Like it will, the camera will like center on your sim. But I like to do it organically, I like anyway, it's like I prefer smaller lots. I like a tiny lot. If I can help, if I could play on like up to 30 by 20 lot, I would. Like honestly, 30 by 30 is too big, and 30 by 40 is like, what am I supposed to do with all this space? Like the only thing I could think of is uh like build a forest, or maybe I'm building like a plot, um, or like a big sort of like communal living thing, and I could do that. But I usually don't build that. But actually, this is what I want to talk about. I would like to build more kind of alternative, again, air quotes, because what is alternative? Like, should we call it that? I would like to build more of this stuff um, where it's not like a single family detached house, like a suburban house. A lot of simmers on YouTube and on actually I think there's, yeah, right. A lot of simmers on YouTube build like just kind of suburban houses, like modern villas, and this is not really my kind of jam. Like I'm from a city in Poland. Um, everybody I knew lived in either in like a tenement house, like a one that was like falling apart, had very high ceilings. That was the advantage, but they would be like literally falling apart. Like, it would be full of graffiti, and basically they were like, right, in like a tenement made of like brick and stuff. And then the vast majority would live in like a block of flats, the kind of flat that you would call Plattenbau, I guess in German. But we're not in Germany, so we call them blocky. And they're basically made of concrete, all right? Made of basically flats, all right, flats, and they weigh. All right, some of the flats in San Myshuno are small enough for like quite realistic, but the windows are way too big. Actually, you know what? There's never, right, in my experience, there's never a window that would look like a window I want, like like a window that was like a place I used to live in, either in Poland or in England or anywhere. I know that we've got the Polish Living expansion pack, which is based in England, but I don't know. I spent last year living in England. Like before that, I spent 2 years living in England. It did not look like Enfield and Bagley. Actually, I did live in rural England for 2 years. I lived in North Yorkshire, and so I guess that it's Henford upon Bagley or Henford on Bagley. Sorry, I got it wrong. It's a bit more than it's a bit more like what I can imagine like southwest of England. I've not been to the southwest of England, like Devon or what do you call it? Like is that Cheshire? Is Cheshire in the southwest? I don't know. Anybody from southwest can correct me because I don't know. But yeah, I guess it could be a bit like I have to go and check, but I will have the opportunity because luckily, right, I'm in Edinburgh now, but I'm moving back to Brighton in about a month. So and I will be starting teacher training, and I'll train to be a teacher, geography teacher specifically. So to my basis, that's what geography is about. It's about the same place, and this is why I like building houses because I love architecture, right? I love architecture. I was doing a outside course at university at the University of Edinburgh, university that I first hated, then I loved, and I loved and hated at the same time, which I guess is fair enough because uni is a bit difficult, uni can be hard, and a lot of people like if you're starting uni now, or if you started uni last year and dropped out, I did the same. Right? I took a year out of my first year at uni because it was absolutely terrible. So I think at the time just wasn't the right mindset to do it because later on it was all good. Like I could get out, I did a bunch of cool stuff. I'm really glad I did. Like I got placement, I did a bit of volunteering in Wales, and otherwise I wouldn't have had the opportunity to go live in Wales for 6 months, would I? So it can all turn out best if you just do great, but you don't have to, you don't want to. Or I'm just saying if you do, that's fine. And here you can see me oh, okay. I was building. Let me go back to what I'm actually building right now. So here we've got the reading corner or the quiet corner. So this is where people who live in this co-living space, because if you're not aware, I'm building a co-living space. It's actually in the sorry, I need a yawn because it's about 11 p.m. now actually. So maybe I shouldn't be filming this late, but I am it's all good. It's all good. So this is the reading one, and I'm actually very happy with it. And the reason why I made it, I kind of built it in this corner is because there is a bedroom on the other side of the wall, and obviously you don't want your rowdy, co-livers, like neighbours, you don't want them to be like rowdy right on the other side of the window. Window? Wow. Because I've been there, I know what it's like to have noisy flatmates. Right? Yeah. So I just kind of made a relaxing area, kind of like earth colors, earth tones, very calming. I use CC in this build because mostly for what do you call it? Yeah, it's very difficult. It's a difficult word. Or did I use CC? Actually, maybe I didn't, because it seems like I turned instead of that CC plant, I used a base name plant. So no, I did use CC, but the only CC I think is this San Myshuno painting that I see right now on the bookshelf because I absolutely love it. I think it's so cool. I don't know who made it, but if you want, I can find it and put a comment or a description and find it out. But basically, yeah, it's kind of like a painting that's got not all of the neighborhoods, but some of the neighborhoods thumbnail in it, thumbnails in it. I really like it because I'm a geographer. I love space and place, and yeah, and this is just like a living room area for everybody to use. And then I tried to put this nice painting on top of thread shelf thing, so I just put this special unlock thing there. And it's weird, but had no other choice. And yeah, some magazine and kind of or color, and then the kitchen got kind of like a lime green or a spring green, I don't know what you call it. And then you've got this really cool rubbish bin. If you don't know, this rubbish bin actually gives you money. It costs just over 1,000 millions, but it gives you money when you put rubbish into it. So it's pretty cool. And then I'm giving putting some CCTV next to doors. And yes, I do play with base metal drugs, so don't judge me. I would never post a video with wait, what? I don't post gameplay, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. And then I moved to the exterior, and right, The Sims 2 apartment life, I think it was called, which was one of my favorite expansion packs for The Sims 2 because it had witches, it had like an outfit I was obsessed with, and a hairstyle I was obsessed with, like absolutely obsessed with. I'm not kidding. I use it on every single sim. I'm not talking about female sims because I did make some female sims, but I liked making female sims because then I could like kind of sort of identify with them or something. I don't know, but there was this outfit that came with apartment life, and I used it like all the time. Um, yeah, when you live in an apartment, there was this mailbox that would work really well here, I guess. I mean, ideally, I would want to have a mailbox as it used to be on the interior, like in the hallway. But I couldn't, so the only thing out there is what you call it, like lockers from university life. Here having some greenery around building, so I deleted all the spare concrete, and then I'm going to change the fence because I like this fence a lot, but just for like extra privacy, which everybody obviously craves, especially in a city. So I put this thing here, and then I decided to like kind of mix it up. Like I lifted I put oh, and then I put palms because I spent last year living in Brighton, and if if you're in a city, there's no palms. Like, are you even in a city? And, actually, I'm in Portobello now, which is Edinburgh. It's a part of Edinburgh. But it's got a distinct personality. Like, it doesn't stink of piss so much unless it's Saturday night and it's bank holiday. Um, it's actually a very nice place. I don't really like Edinburgh, but I do like Portobello. Which mostly is the beach and the sea. But it doesn't really matter. Anyway, I'm in Portobello, and palms as well. In people having their front yards, and you think you're like you think you're on holiday. And imagine it's January and you still see palms everywhere. Like how heterotopic would that be? Heterotopian. Because if utopian is an adjective, then be heterotopian, right? I don't know what I'm talking about right now. I'm working on the outside area. It's only for 20 minutes, so we're halfway there. Hopefully I won't lose my voice. Anyway, this is the outside area, and I'm pretty happy with it because here we've got a bit of a loungy area where you can just like lounge chair, and they both have the same kind of heating table, I guess. This table with a heater. And here we've got I would say they're like outdoor sofas with nice green pillows. So the color schemes kind of um everything kind of works together, and I really like it. Just air colors, like kind of accidentally. That's how it all turned out very nicely. So and then I kept having like these issues with fences. Like I don't know if you have these issues where you have a gate and then it turns into a fence. Like I don't know. Like I get it, village, but it happens to me all the time. Like do you see that? Like all the time. Um. Oh, and yeah, as you see, like I did like that. I do like this. So I was like, I wasn't sure about the fence, but I think that eventually I kept it on the front, like the one that it used to be. And then here I'm making some like planty areas, putting some of this stuff from Strangerville. What do you call it? Oh, what do you call it? Succulents. Putting in some succulents, putting these bigger ones, kind of round ones are from cats and dogs, and I like them in their non-default color. Right, listen, Jungle Adventure, amazing stuff, amazing object, but the plants have this very strange shade of green, and that's the only thing that I don't otherwise, like, if they were, like, a natural green, kind of like this green that you see in front of you now, I would use it, like, all the time because I love the shapes. I just really hate that sort of green, like, it's too blue to be true, to be real, and yeah, and, so I planted this up. See this? This thing that just happened that I just almost I didn't use it. I was like, "This would be cool if only," and then I did the whole, like, rock thing where I put loads of rocks around them. I don't usually do this because it just takes too much time because you have to size down every single rock and, like, um, like, roll it around so that it's at the right angle, and so it all looks natural, but not too, like, still kind of cool, and it's just so much effort. I don't usually do this, but you know what? I thought, hey, if I want to convince people that n- building building houses other than suburban detached houses, single family, nuclear family as well, not like, oh yeah, this is a granny flat that your granny can live in, or your granny and your granddaddy, granny and granddaddy could live in. Like, I think that we need more variety when it comes to ways of living. Like, what happened to communes? Why does no one build communes in The Sims? Like, guys, this used to be communes used to be in. What happened? Not in The Sims. I just think that we should explore, in a way in this game where anything's possible. I think we should explore, and there is more palms. So, because I miss Brian, so I wanted to make myself feel like I'm in Brian, so I put lots of palms in this fancy co-living, hipster co-living space. And then I was doing this planty thing here to kind of make this area kind of transition into the rest. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm saying. I just try to make it look nice and feel nice, alright? But yeah, I think in this game, where you can basically do anything, and the only thing that, the only cost to you is A, your time, B, your money because you have to pay for electricity. But if you have the game already, like, that's fine. If your bills are included, the only cost is actually to the planet, because you know what, electricity costs a bit, not just in terms of money, but what we do online, it translates to carbon emissions and the environmental cost of producing the energy that we're using. um and here you can see I'm taking screenshots of the layout because I didn't think that I was going to furnish the bedrooms, but eventually I did decide to furnish the bedrooms. But I'm going to do this later because now I'm adding lighting, and I use CC, right, I use CC for the lighting, definitely, because I like it. Because the lighting in the game from Max's doesn't really work for me. I don't know. And then we've got ample lighting in the reading nook because we want to read. And here we've got, as I said, lockers. I don't know, we can keep there maybe like parcels. Anyway, that's the equivalent of the indoor uh mailbox, just to pretend that it's gonna look nice. And then here I went back to the original bathtub, and then I tried to make it look better, like, because this eco lifestyle trim thing, what do you call it, freeze, I don't know, it looked ugly on the inside, but if it wasn't on the inside then it wouldn't be on the outside, and I liked the way it looked on the outside, so I just kind of kept it there. And you don't really see it that much when you play anyway. So yeah, and here we've got a bit of an outdoor entertainment thing, hangout area. So we've got some lighting. I didn't know what to choose, so I experimented with a bunch of different lighting options, and I quite like the that one that I just deleted. Um, but I don't know why, just lighting really sucked. in this. Like, I tried everything, but when I switched the time of day to night, it still looked really bad. So that's weird, but okay. And eventually I decided to keep um what did I yeah, I just chose those, which are kind of like what was originally on the by the front door. So yeah. And then here I'm just kind of making it look nice. And then I added, I think I didn't have to like plant it up on there. Like it just kind of looked good with just with the green with the lawn, but I like plants. All right, so I added loads of plants up there, kind of the same stuff that I used on the in the planted up areas um in the backyard, like the one overlooking the bay, the sea, the river. What is it? Is it a river or is it the sea? I never really looked, so yeah, I just added loads of plants. And yeah, the same plants as there for consistency, like for it to look like, you know, not out of place, continuity, consistency, call it what you want. Just wanted to make it look nice and feel nice. Um, so yeah, this is the outside's pretty much done at this point. So now I'm just furnishing the rooms, and if I didn't furnish the rooms, this video would be 10 minutes shorter-ish, maybe 9. I don't know. I sped it all up 4 times, not 8, because when I sped it up 8 times, everything looked so blurry. But basically, when I furnished the rooms, I used the same uncomfortable futon in every single one, and I kind of tried to keep their furnishings consistent with the rest of the co-living space, because the assumption is that it's one company that's responsible for running the whole place, and that you kind of rent the place when it's furnished. Like you can bring in your own furniture because the space is yours, but you can't remove the furniture that's already there unless you like arrange with the reception, or I guess the person running the landlord, I guess. Unless you arrange with them, like I like to store the previous furniture somewhere, that could be possible. Like that's usually the way these co-living spaces operate. So yeah, I just kind of tried to make every room kind of on this premise of like being the same, but also being used by different individuals. So yeah, I actually moved in a household that consisted of one couple that I gave the ground floor bedroom to, and then so that's 2 people, and then 3 more people that were my version of the BFF household. So I kind of updated Summer Holiday, Travis Scott, and Liberty Lee, and Summer got this bedroom here. Liberty got I think the middle bedroom. I don't know. I don't really play that much anymore with like gameplay stuff. If I do, I like to play with like my own family thing, like my family dynamics challenge. I think that's really fun, and then just kind of like a clever storage area for an ironing desk, ironing board, sorry, and then just a bunch of like cute stuff for summer, 'cause summer's cute, and cute shoes, and and then yeah, just kind of like the concept of like sizing up these skateboards and putting them everywhere, but I didn't put them everywhere. I put them in, I think, 3 bedrooms, but there's 5 bedrooms, okay? So that's less than 3/4. Is it? Yeah, because it's 3/5, so it's less, because I know my maths. Um, So yeah, and yeah, just I'll kind of imagine that the person living in this particular bedroom has a lot of awards, and they're a graphic designer. I don't know why, but yeah. Maybe I gave no, I think I gave this bedroom to Summer. Wait, three plus actually, yeah, one bedroom was spare um because this is really like a room for like one couple and then four individuals. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, and then just kind of kept the walls kind of um uneventful. You want it to keep it all kind of neutral because you never know who you're gonna get, so you don't want like bold colors. Because not everyone's gonna like them. Like I personally would find a red wall extremely not nice in my bedroom because it would just, I don't know, I can imagine it would kind of be difficult to sleep in a room with like a red wall because it would be so bright and like so in your face and like would just keep me up, keep me awake. Like I want my walls to be gray or like grayish purple or blue because then I can like really chill. So yeah, the overall color scheme for um this co-living building is kind of like gray and black and brown and green, and obviously white because white is just, people say, oh, white's not the absence of color, but kind of is. Nah, I'm not trashing white. I don't I don't personally like having white walls. Like they're fine as long as there is some other color in the bedroom. Like there is an accent wall or something, like it was in my previous flat. Yeah, like in my previous bedroom in Brighton, but not my first bedroom in Brighton, because that was just, I don't remember if it was magnolia or white. I think it was all white. And anyway, it just looked kind of plain. Like I liked it, but it was just a little bit too plain. Like plain rice. Like it's nice. It's not nice, but it's just plain. Like like I feel like I should at least put like sriracha on it, or something. But anyway, hey, only 4 minutes to go, and my throat hurts a little bit, but I would say it's a good workout. Um, so yeah, these paintings are CC. Yeah, mostly I use them. Yeah, I use like Max's items unless for like decoration purposes because that's what I download CC for, to like kind of make my builds more, have that oomph, like, why that's so dumb. Yeah, and I think the cow space UFO skateboard theme is my favorite. It's got very nice colors, very nice color palette. I like it. And yeah, and here we've got the big bedroom, and it's the big bedroom. I guess you could call it the master bedroom, but I've heard that the master bedroom term is racist or insensitive to history of slavery. So I don't really say that anyway. I guess I guess some people would still call it the master bedroom, but it's not. It's just a big bedroom because you can approach the bedroom from both sides and not just one. Like it's not pushed against the wall, which is the case. Oh no, actually the upper floor bed is also. Anyway, right, it's not the only one, but this is the only one, the only bedroom with its own bathroom, okay? So it's a special bedroom, and now I kind of see that I didn't put any curtains in these bedrooms, which is not ideal if you live on the ground floor. Like technically, this air, like the space should be protected. But anyway, you would still want to draw your curtains at night. Or when you're like, I don't know, getting changed or something. Just in case there was someone with like a telescope by the window since we have telescopes now in a sense. But anyway, hey, this is me done building, and now we've got the screenshots. So some of the screenshots are just like floor plans at day and at night of the unfurnished bedroom. So this is how it would come if it was just like just the beds, which as I said, this is like my favorite way to build. Maybe I could do the common areas, but not really the bedrooms because they're just like they have to be so personalized to actually feel like, oh yeah, this is a bedroom. Um, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. Now I'm gonna have to drink a lot of water and then probably go to bed because it's freaking late. But yeah, the this is it, and I let me know what you think about y- building alternative forms of living in a sense because I think it's a very important thing to think you don't have to live in a detached nuclear family house, especially if you're not a nuclear family, like, because that would make no sense. But yeah, I just love San Myshuno. Some of the views are just so cool, and yeah, it's by the water, so like, can't get any better. Um, and yeah, let me know if you would want to live in this building because I probably if I had a lot of money, I would, but I probably couldn't afford this because look at the views. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.